Welcome back. Today we are going to be going over how to do your own DIY soap. And what we will be using is blocks of melt and pour glycerin soap. You can also use this type that you can get at craft stores. I will be putting in links for all the ingredients below. The large batch I have is honey soap, and these are goat's milk soap. We have some popsicle sticks. We have a melting container to use with the microwave. We actually have some old bits of soap. No, the stuff that you use until it's about to fall apart and then you just take it and toss it. We don't toss it, we reuse it, so I'll show you how to do that as well. And our essential oils.
We have wild orange, clear sage, melaleuca, vetiver, and on guard.
Yes, we do. These are going to be awesome in our soap. They're going to smell great, and they're going to be really, really great for our skin when we're all done. So, another thing that you'll need is a knife for cutting up your chunks of soap and something to pour it into when you're all done. I have several different molds that I use. This is the one that we picked to use today, which is just a bread loaf pan. I also have mini loaf pans that make these awesome little individual bars. And we have some little decorative ones like flowers and that type of thing if you want to make something a little bit more decorative. You know, put in your guest bathroom or whatnot. You can find some awesome silicone molds at baking stores and at craft stores, on Amazon, Walmart, Target, you know, pretty much everywhere you can find different things. So the first thing we're going to do is we will be cutting up some of this old soap. This is an oatmeal. See the little bits of oatmeal in it? Oatmeal soap that is a goat's milk soap from a local crafter. If you do have like a soap like this that has little oatmeal bits in it, if you don't want it in your finished product, just use a fine strainer like a gravy strainer. The smaller you cut your soap bits, the faster they will melt. And there's our cut up bits of old soap. We definitely practice reduce, reuse, and recycle. So we are reducing our impact and reusing as much as we can. And we also try to make sure that the glycerin soap that we get is not petroleum byproduct glycerin. And you get your bigger blocks. This is a 1 pound block. Goat's milk, glycerin soap, and this is where your knife comes in handy. I also have silicone pads that I use to help pad my hand so that the knife does not cut my hand on the dull end. I've had that happen before, and it sucks. And so we're going to be cutting up approximately 3 pounds of melt and pour soap. I'll see you in a few. Alright, once you have cut up your soap, you will have little bits all over your hands and whatever else you were using. So take a minute to wash your hands, get it all nice and clean, then move on. All right, next what you want to do is you take all of your cubed up melt and pour soap and you microwave it. You can do it on the stove top, but you need to do it double boiler method, so a pot of hot water underneath and then your metal pot of your soap on top of that to melt it. Or you can do it in the microwave, and what you do is you do it for a minute or two. With a batch this big, do it for a minute or two. A batch smaller than this, you only need to do for 30 seconds, and then stir, take it out, stir it, put it back in for 30 or 45 seconds at a time. Take it out, stir it, put it back in until it's done. And it doesn't take anywhere near as long as you would think it takes.
I was doing it live.
So now we're going to get that done before we prep our oil bottles. Because once it comes out, you want to get your essential oils in it fast and get it poured into the mold fast. This part is time sensitive. As you can tell, this is a very kid-friendly activity to do, as long as you have an older child. I wouldn't try and do it with a I wouldn't try and do it with a 2-year-old, but a 9-year-old is just fine. As long as they have enough sense to be able to stay away from things that burn them and from the sharp stuff, they can help with all of the rest. So here we go. I'll be back when this is all melted.
Don't cut heads out.
Are you giving a performance for our YouTube audience? Well, that's very awesome of you. Thank you. We enjoy your performance. Don't we?
Can I see what it looks like? Oh my god, let's do it.
It's very hot.
You want to get that on your skin.
And why is that?
Don't worry.
It's very hot. An important thing to note is do not let it boil, because when soap boils it gets really bubbly. So you may be tempted to leave it in for a long time so that it just melts all in one go. I've tried that. Do not do it. You will get a big, huge, bubbly, soapy mess in your microwave that you have to then clean out. To show you what it looks like, I left some of those old scraps. I let them not melt completely. So when I pour it, and it sets and we cut it into bars, it'll look really interesting. You'll see it later. But we will start putting in some of these oils. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Melaleuca. You want to put in 10 on guard? Good. And I'll just give you a light orange. And a wild orange, sage, 10. And I will go ahead and start dedicating. Oops. Now see, while you're dripping, you better do this that you start to get a film on top. And so just use your little popsicle stick and stir it so that you keep that film broken up. You don't want to put your oils in before you heat it up and melt it, because the heat The intense heat in the microwave will change the chemical makeup of some of the oils. They can be heat sensitive, which will they'll still smell pretty good, but they won't have near as much therapeutic benefit and value for your health, which is a big reason that we use these oils in our soap. And now I use a silicone pan because once it dries and it hardens back up, it's really easy to get out of this mold. I mean, you can twist this mold and turn it inside out. And then pour it into your soap mold. There you go. And we're going to let this set and completely harden. And we will see you again for pulling it out of the mold and cutting it up into bars. So we will see you. For you, it'll just be a moment. For us, it'll be a few hours. Okay?
Hey, what's up?
We are back. We had to take a little break and let the soap set and harden. It is fully hardened and set, and we had to go out and play in the snow a little bit. And now Shishai is enjoying his hot cocoa. We'll show it in a minute, okay? Because he got freezing cold playing in the snow. So what we're going to do now to finish up the soap, I also took this opportunity to get you on a tripod so that I can angle down a little better. Hopefully I can get it so that you can see what we're doing a little bit better here. Now, when your soap is set, you should be able to peel the mold away from the sides. And this has to be a careful process and take your time because you don't want to rip a hole in your silicone mold. You can turn the mold inside out as you peel it, which will help with getting it off the bottom.
Stuck.
There we go. Would you put this in the sink for me, please?
Okay, yep.
And here is a block of soap.
I think we got to
Now what we have left to do is cut it into bars. You don't want your bars to be too wide or too thin. That looks about right.
Oh, oh, oh.
Why don't you help your brother when you see him fall? Why do we act like God don't see it all? Why do we call them black, them white, them Asians and use labels? Now that's racism. I don't wanna Hawaii. I don't wanna Hawaii. I don't wanna Hawaii. I don't wanna Hawaii.
If you're having trouble getting through this thick soap with a knife, there are things you can get that are specific soap cutter pieces, but I just rock back and forth if I'm having trouble. And these little trivets help a lot to pad your hand. Stop. To pad your hand so you don't get hurt with the knife. This is not a perfectionist project by any means, but you end up with a nice little bar of soap that you can enjoy and you can use.
And here, and this is right there. There it is right there.
Yep, all cut up. And you end up with some awesome little bars of soap that you can use. and that you can
But that's a bone tank.
give to friends and family, and they can enjoy it too. If you scented it with your essential oils, it's going to smell awesome. And these do. Oh, I can't wait to use it. I'm looking forward to my shower now. Yay! I have brand new fresh made DIY bath oil and soap. So it's going to be a fun time. I'm going to enjoy my shower and relax and have a good time. And I think we're about done now. So go on.
This is the ending credit.
The ending credits. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up right down here, and please like and subscribe wherever the little subscribe button is on your screen.
Now let's do the ending credits.
And tap on the bell icon to be notified of new videos. I try to upload as regularly as I can. And please remember, always be strong, be fearless, and be the best version of yourself that you can be. Because that's what we try to do every day, right? Now ending credits.
Why don't you help your brother when you see him fall? Why do we act like God don't see it all? Why do we call them black, them white, them Asians, and use labels? Now that's racism. I don't wanna Hawaii. I don't wanna Hawaii. I don't wanna Hawaii.
Alright, tap the button.